Hello and welcome to the Shooting Brake YouTube channel. My name is Imran Arshad and today we're going to be looking at this E92 M3 Competition pack, which will be going onto the auction platform very soon. Now this is the fourth generation of M3 and it had a lot to live up to when it came out, following the E46 M3's success. This is the only M3 to have a V8 engine. It has a 4-litre V8 engine which produces 414 horsepower and 295 foot-pound of torque, and it also was the first M car to come with a dual clutch gearbox, which to many people was sacrilege. But I find the DCT gearbox in this car very good, and when it first came out I was a manual fan and this was the car that actually converted me to dual clutch technology. So what's it like to drive? Let's jump in and find out. So to many, that sound is the masterpiece of the E92 M3, and that is a S65 engine, a 4-litre V8, which revs to 8,300, makes 414 horsepower and 295 foot-pound of torque. So this particular car is the competition pack, and the changes made to the suspension do make it worthwhile over a standard car. I did own a standard car in around 2009 and another one in 2011, and when we made the jump to the competition pack it was noticeably better, especially on UKB roads. So if you can stretch to the competition pack, I would highly recommend it. So it has EDC, which is electronic damping. It can be adjusted from the settings here. So you've got normal, the mode I'm in now, and you click it once and that's sport, and then you've got sport plus, which is harder still. But for UK roads the normal mode is pretty good. If they're a little bit smoother than normal, you can go to the sports mode. This car also has DCT, which is the dual clutch gearbox. You had the option of manual or dual clutch in this car, and I personally prefer the dual clutch. That is personal preference, of course. A lot of people prefer the manual one. I just feel that this engine with its high revving nature suits the 7-speed gearbox, and the diff ratios are also shorter, so it just seems to be that little bit snappier. Out of the box, it's just very well balanced. It's very playful. You can feel what the car's doing. Gives you plenty of feedback, which you would expect from an M car. And it's just soaking in these bumps really well. The car does get some criticism from people who drive them and say they lack torque, but I don't think it really lacks torque. It loves to rev, obviously, but I think people equate a 4-litre V8 having lots of torque, whereas this is designed in a different way and it wants you to rev the engine to get the most out of it, and when you do, it's actually very rewarding. And when you want to drive normally, you can put the DCT into automatic and it drives pretty much like a slush box automatic. You can't really tell it's dual clutch, it's very smooth. So the car in effect then has two personalities. You could use it for commuting if you wanted to. It's very comfortable, and then if you want, you switch it into manual, push the M button, which then gives it a little bit more throttle and changes the steering assist profile, and you can have some fun on B roads. So it's no wonder that the fourth generation of M3 is a favourite to many people. I hope you've enjoyed this brief experience with the E92 M3 Competition pack. This particular car has 58,000 miles and it's going to be on the Shooting Brake auction platform very soon. So if you're interested, click the link, find out more details. The prices of these cars are rocketing at the moment, so it may be the perfect time to jump into one.